Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Ice 73. I'm Black Ice 73. Man, today I'm gonna talk about this bullshit that the World Health Organization released in the press. The World Health Organization had the audacity to say there's no proof that COVID-19 was started in a lab in Wuhan, China. These people came out and said that, but at the same time, for 11 months, China wouldn't let the World Health Organization to come in there and investigate. They let them come in there on the 12th month, a year after the first COVID-19 was introduced to the world, even though it was introduced to the world in November 2019 or maybe October 2019. But 12 months after the discovery of COVID-19 in Wuhan, China, they finally, the World Health Organization, come in to do some research. I'm saying 12 months because, 12 months is a year. And then these people had the nerve to say, the audacity, the fortitude to say, it's unlikely that COVID-19 was started in the lab. I know that they left themselves some room to wiggle when they said unlikely. But you was kept out of that damn place for a year. And you wasn't able to do research in the beginning of the epidemic or the pandemic. Now you're going to say unlikely? It's likely that China paid the World Health Organization inspectors off, allegedly. My opinion. I don't have proof of it, but it seemed like the right damn thing to say right now. Because you tell me I can mess around and set my house on fire, and damn 12 months later, I allow the damn fire inspectors to come to the property. I'm not going to be likely to be found guilty of arson. Hell yeah, if I don't be found innocent of arson. If I don't be found innocent of arson after 12 months, I'm a dumbass. You got a whole nation. You don't get them 12 months to cover their ass about COVID-19. Then they said, well, it's unlikely that it started in the lab, but we don't have any evidence what element it came from. World Health Organization. This is the reason why most people around the world do not trust government officials or people that work in government positions. I ain't say all people, but I said most people do not trust. Because you get some 12 months, people, 12 months. Yeah, I did a video 4 months ago. And you had this scientist from Hong Kong. We had this scientist from Hong Kong, and she was saying that the Wuhan virus, the COVID-19 virus, was started in the lab. And she said she worked in that lab. She now lives in the United States. I'm going to let y'all listen to the video that I did 4 months ago. Not the video, but I want to let y'all listen to her audio, what she said 4 months ago. And the bull crap that the World Health Organization released was bullshit. It's bullshit. Here you go.
Let me briefly introduce the whole thing from the beginning. So I'm the medical doctor and also PhD who work in the University of Hong Kong School of Public Health in the WHO reference lab for both influenza and later the new coronavirus. So basically, I work with a bunch of the top coronavirus and also emerging disease experts in the world. And because I have got my 2 degrees from mainland China, and I'm the only one who can speak in Mandarin there, so I'm the one from the core team assigned to go to do the secret investigation about the new pneumonia in Wuhan back to the end December, 31 December last year. So for during my investigation, which lasted until twice from early January and December, early January to the second time, the mid-January, what I have found is actually report to my supervisor, who's a WHO consultant, but there is no response from WHO and from them because everyone warned me that don't cross the red line and don't keep silence. If not, I will get disappeared. So finally, on 17th January,
She said she had to keep silence because she would get disappeared. Just let you know before, just like what she said. Yeah, she said that her supervisor warned her that she would disappear.
No, I have to tell it to people because it's urgent. And then I tend to contact a very famous Chinese YouTuber based in US, Mr. Muda, and deliver the 5K pound to him, which was the first time it was told to the world, but it's in Chinese. That is, first, China government was discovering the COVID-19 situation. The second thing is the whole situation is human-to-human transmission already exists. The third thing is SARS-CoV-2 is a high mutant virus and it will become the outbreak soon if no control. The fourth thing is the seafood market in Wuhan and all the intermediate hosts, these are the smoke screen. And the final thing is this virus.
If you didn't understand what she said that wet market in Wuhan was only a smoke screen.
Is not from nature. This is based on the China Military Institute discovered and owned some bad coronavirus in the ZC45 and ZXC21. Based on that, after lab modification, becomes a novel virus.
So, sorry, Dr. Dr. Chan, if I may interrupt just a second, just to be clear, you're saying we've...
The one thing I hate about this video, the ladies who conducted this interview over in Britain, they kept cutting her off. They kept cutting her off. She would get some good points too. But I hated that part, man.
All been told, we've all heard about these wet markets and the seafood market, and there were claims certainly from the beginning that this is where it started. You genuinely, in your scientific beliefs, you don't believe that's where it came from at all?
No, I have my intelligence from the CDCs in China, from the local doctors, from doctors and other people around China. So also based on my evidence, I work on vaccine and also virology, immunology in the University of Hong Kong. All these things get together, clearly shown and now get verified. These are the truths. All the other things are covered up.
Jan, where does it come from then?
It comes from the lab. The lab in Wuhan, and the lab is controlled by China government.
Is it not virtually impossible, though, to definitively prove that?
Yes, actually, I kept doing it from January, even before I leave Hong Kong. At that time, I didn't expose myself. But now my scientific report work with a small group of top scientists in the world in US. It will come to the world soon, very soon, I can tell you. We are going to publish it. There are two reports. The first one will come in several days. Okay. And it will tell people evidence, all the scientific evidence.
And when you spoke out, did you worry about your safety?
Oh, actually, from the beginning, I decided to deliver this message out. It was very scary at that time, but I know that's the thing I have to do because I'm the doctor and the scientist. I cannot say it happened. I know if I don't tell the truth to the world, I will be regretful and I will lose the capacity for myself to tell the truth in the future. And actually, the day
how did you manage to leave and get to safety?
Yeah, so as I said, Mr. Muda in US, he is the director of the board of the Rule of Law Foundation, which is a foundation based in New York and try to help those anti-China government people who reveal the truth to the world. So I contact him and I keep working with him behind to tell the truth until mid of April China government targeted me, and they basically tried to make me disappear. I got the information from Mr. Muda, and the foundation and him helped me to manage to get the air ticket, and also helped me secretly run away from Hong Kong. And just
how did they try to make you disappear? What did they do to try to make you disappear?
So this is some common sense for our Chinese people under the China government. We know that basically, for example, to me, what they have done is delete all my information, especially those things positive for me online. And also they recruit people like cyber military to spread the rumors for me. For example, they said I'm a liar, I'm the one who know nothing, just keep hamster in the lab. And also they make up more lies to cover it up. And they can...
Did y'all hear what she said? Even her family, some of her family members and co-workers turned against her, told her, said she was just a hamster in the lab. Like she don't do nothing. She just run around and do what they tell her to do. That's like
control my friends, they control my family and life threatening things. Finally, everyone has to admit, even I'm not existing. That's how it happened to Hong Kong. Those people disappeared in the movement from last year. The same thing.
Sorry to interrupt. I just wondered, you've had to now sacrifice your family, your friends, it's a massive sacrifice to make that you've chosen to do. Can I ask, what made you make that decision?
Okay, so actually, I never thought it will happen.
Yes.
When I did the secret investigation, I just thought I should respond to my supervisor, and they will do the right thing on behalf of the government and also WHO. But what I say by deeper investigation is no one respond to that. People are scared of the government, and they are willing to collaborate with China government and WHO to get more benefits, to become safe. But this is something, as I say, urgent. At that time, Chinese New Year time, big transportation from Wuhan to China to all over the world. This is a high contagious, dangerous virus. All these things make me cannot keep silence. This is for human being, for global health. That's what I have to do. Although faced to the life threatening, I just want to deliver a message as much as possible before I get disappeared.
Dr. Yang, we're running out of time. I just want to ask you very quickly, can you give us a little sneak exclusive preview of what you're going to publish in a few days? Give us a world exclusive.
Man, I know I brought up this name before, but y'all remember what happened with Eric Snowden? And this happened in the United States when he exposed what was going on, how the United States recording everybody's conversations. And he had to flee to Russia. This lady right here, when she exposed what COVID-19 came from the lab in Wuhan, she had to get all her stuff and move to the United States. This lady in hiding. Why would she have to be in hiding for if there was no proof that COVID-19 came from a lab? Why would China call this scientist a hamster running around a wheel? They pretty much call her a rat. Why would they try to discredit her if what she didn't say was true? And then on top of that, the World Health Organization go there 12 months after COVID-19 became a name for the world. And they said, well, it's unlikely it came from a lab. But we don't know what animal it came from. They spent all that time over in China, but they didn't get no information. One, I think they didn't get no information because China, they cleaned up that, that lab no longer exists. That lab had disappeared. Two, I don't think Li Mian, I don't think she lying at all. Three, I think the inspectors have got paid. I think they have filled their greedy damn pockets. So you get paid on the table, man. They won't know. They won't even know you got paid on the table. There ain't no damn paper trail. China ain't gonna leave no paper trail. And then people on here, well, I think it was NBC. Let me see. I don't want to tell a lot on the wrong people. Where that? It was New York freaking time. They come in to my China scored a public relationship win after WHO mission in Wuhan. Come on, people. Like I said earlier, if I'm an arsonist, if I set my house on fire, and I allow the damn fired people to come in 12 months later to do an inspection, they would not find proof that I set my house on fire. They would not find that. And y'all gave this damn country 12 freaking months. Come on, people. This is great asinine, people. How did they entertain this shit? Why would the New York Times say, hey, China scored big? They wrote this article, February the 9th, 2021. The first case of coronavirus was actually released was February of 2020. A whole year, and they like, we didn't find no evidence. Yeah. Come on, shit. Man, this is ridiculous. They're gonna discredit this scientist. I bet you who didn't interview this scientist asked her, show me your evidence. They didn't want her evidence. They knew this was gonna be a big payday for them. Get a little hush money, like, yo, man, enjoy yourself. Let me show you the best of China. Let me introduce you to some of the ladies. If you don't like ladies, let me introduce you to some of the men. Some of the best food in the world. Come on, let me wine and dine you. Let me entertain you for the time you're here. Let me give you some spending money. Come on, it's on the table. It ain't nothing. We ain't trying to bribe you or nothing. But they were bribed. Okay, if they took any gift, if they party, it don't even have to be monetized. If they just went out to eat on the Chinese government, if they even just went, to events, like parties on the Chinese government, you know what the Chinese government can do? They can bribe them and say, y'all were paid off. They can discredit who? Who don't want to be discredited? The name is by itself is the World Health Organization. To work in WHO, that means you're one of the most important scientists in the world. And your credentials get snatched and you can't work in WHO anymore because y'all was caught with y'all hand in the cookie jar? Hell yeah, y'all gonna lie. Hell yeah, they're gonna, it's unlikely. Freaking unlikely mean we don't know. That's all it means. They twist words around. It's unlikely this is happening in the lab. But other words, we don't know what happened, man. We got him 12 months later. Young Joker had cleaned up this damn lab. Everything was spick and span. No more monkeys running around up in the lab. There's no more research on the computer. It's nothing. Nothing, people. Everything clean right here. China treated WHO like they was some players. Like China was that old school player from the 70s. Like, WHO ain't nothing going on here, man. Everything clean, everything beautiful, dog. You come in here and walk up in the lab, you're going to be entertained. Only thing you're going to see is some beautiful ladies walking around swinging on the pole. That's how we do our lab. You want to see some research? We're going to show you some research who trying to play them like some damn suckers. Some of the top scientists in the world got played like suckers from China. You know what? I'm going to tell you what one of the wise men had told me one day. Because you went to school and you master in this darn field of education, doesn't mean that you're a master in everything else. You can go in there and talk that science shit and look at the files, but they hit you with some damn okie doke. The smartest people in the world been played by some damn so-called calming people. Smarter people in the world. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Hey, it's sad day in science. It's a sad day in the scientific community who got played by time. Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the notifications, subscription button, all that good stuff. I'll talk to you later.